Mm. Mm. Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes, with a later than usual episode of this week's Pipes. Because me and the family went to London, down to London. We went on Friday when we got back late this evening. No, late this afternoon, early this evening. We went to go visit the Tate Modern Gallery. We did that in the morning. And then we went to go see Stranger Things, The First Shadow, the theatre show, in the afternoon, which I've been to see before. In fact, I'm kind of moved to do a review, actually. I think I'm going to do a review maybe tomorrow or sometime in the week coming. It's so good, I've just got to do a review of it. It's kind of crispy cold at the moment. Not in the daytime, but as it gets toward into the evening. So I decided to switch it up this week. I got this tin a while ago, and by a while I mean 3 years back, 3 or 4 years back. It's a tin of Balkan Sobrani. For some of you younger whippersnappers of pipe smokers, Balkan Sobrani, this is actually not the original Balkan Sobrani. The tins of the original Balkan Sobrani go for a lot of money. I don't know how much money, I've never bought an original tin. But even these are reasonably well sought after. It's a pretty full-on Latakia blend. That, I can't remember the last time I smoked one. But man, when it hits you, it's like... It's like a wonderful drug. But it's a Latakia Oriental Virginia blend. And man, when you're in the mood for it and you've got some, it really hits the spot. And it really the smell of a strong Latakia blend really lingers in the room afterwards, which if you like it is fantastic. If you hate it, it's awful. Just the way of these things. Right now. It's a really savoury blend. Kind of like there's no real sweetness to it. It manages to avoid being bitter, which a lot of Latakia blends, when they try to go heavy on the Latakia, they can get bitter, which is unpleasant. But this does not do that. It definitely one of the more complex sort of flavour profiles out there. But it's also very bold. It's not a subtle blend, I would say. Not like vapors that have come to be my sort of favourite category of tobacco. But Balkan Sobrani is a full-on Balkan blend. I was going to say, yeah, so if you didn't know, it was made like back in the day. I don't know when they stopped production. They stopped production before I started pipe smoking. When I started pipe smoking, like, how old am I now? It's probably in the region of like 25 years ago. They'd stopped production then. These like tins of Balkan Sobrani were like not gold dust, but they were sought after even at that point. So now they're highly collectible, the original ones. And like I say, these new ones made by the Arango Cigar Company. They're the same guys that export the Penzance blends to the US. Because obviously they seem to specialise in these sought after tobaccos. Anyway, this week, I was going to say I made 3 pipes. I didn't finish the 3rd pipe actually. I'm going to finish that next week. So I made 2 pipes. One was a commission, and one is available, and it's special. I'm going to show you that one first, and then show you the commission afterwards. I went super classy with this guy. I was not expecting a smooth out of this one. I just sold a couple of princes and I like having a prince in stock, so I thought, I'll make another prince. And nature bequeathed me this guy. I'd already decided to go with the black stem for some reason, which I was very happy about in the end, because it puts all the focus on the briar. As you can see, I just went with a cordovan and natural finish. So there's no top stain on this. I did not want to cover up the contrast. So you have your straight grain going along the shank, onto the bowl, straight grain, straight grain, bird's eye on the underside, and then flame grain around the rim. Just a pure black resin stem. It's not ebonite, it is my resin, but it's black. So if you're interested, send me an email. Gorgeous fella. Come on. There you go. Was he upside down? No. Now he's upside. Now he's the right way. Well done, Chris. I'll never notice. Okay. Some of you might know this style. This is the Blackthorn finish. This time on an acorn. The original style that I did it on was a billiard. It was a Blackthorn billiard. It was a part of a Four Horsemen box set. But I have done some Blackthorn acorns before. The customer wanted a bright stem to contrast it, so I went with yellow. Look at it. That's pretty darn cool. Just love that little, like, Tim Burton-esque swirl at the top. This is a style that's kind of, so it's rusticated for the nodules and then pretty heavily sandblasted afterwards to give it like a really natural feel. And this one's got a plateau rim as well, so lots of rugged stuff going on. He's a lovely fella. Saddle stem. He's going off. In a day. There you go. That's it for the stems. For the stems, that's it for the pipes. Again, if you're interested in the prints, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com and we'll have a natter. I should be back next week. The boy's on half term, so I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to get done next week. A little bit. Maybe enough to show a pipe. Maybe two. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Until then, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.